Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine a man, someone who would make everyone shake their head in disbelief. A man whose body carried the scent of earth, skin burned by the sun, and the marks of endless labor. People only called him the poor farmer. But this story is not about the beginning. It's about the hidden fire within him. The fire that one day turned a poor man into a wealthy one. A secret so powerful, it could change your life too. He lived in a small, crumbling house on the dusty plains of the American South. Years of trying to harvest crops had brought him nothing but failure. People said, his land is like a desert. Nothing will ever grow there. But Elias had a peculiar habit. Where others saw the end, he saw the beginning. To him, the land was not just soil. It was a puzzle. A mystery, something that couldn't be fully understood, but could never be abandoned. At night, while everyone slept, he would take a torch and an old notebook and wander the corners of his land. People called him crazy. People called him hopeless. But Elias was searching for what no one else could see. One late afternoon, exhausted, he sat at the far end of his land. That's when his eyes caught something unusual. A small plant. Its leaves glistened like wet silver, an impossible beauty, growing from the dead soil. He bent down in amazement. "How did this grow here?" he whispered. At first, he thought it was just a useless weed. He said to himself, "This won't do anything," and plucked the leaf. But that very night, the strangest thing happened. His pet rabbit, already very sick, with a bloated stomach and barely able to walk, suddenly ran to that same spot and began nibbling on the plant. Within moments, the rabbit's strength began to return. The creature that couldn't even move before stood up and started hopping around with energy. Elias stood frozen in awe. Could this really be just a weed? He thought. The next morning, he returned to the spot. He saw even more vibrant plants had sprouted. 2, 3. New life was bursting from the dead soil. Curiosity and fear burned together inside him. He carefully harvested the plants, brought them home, and began studying them. He experimented, observed, and slowly discovered how they could bring life and energy to those in need. The very land that seemed dead had given him a secret treasure. The plants thrived on his farm. Within months, as he began supplying the plants to the herbal shops in town, his fortune completely changed. Within months, his life had changed completely. People no longer called him the poor farmer. Instead, they said, "Fortune favors those who know how to recognize opportunity." Many of life's greatest opportunities first appear as useless weeds. But the things we often overlook can sometimes become the keys to transformation. All it takes is the vision to see, the curiosity to explore, and the courage to never give up.